Please don't forget to tip the help.
Vocabulary way better, all of it. God, looks better. Jeez. Ugh.
First questions from Kirsten Watson. Go ahead.
Hey, Dave. Hope you're well. First, just want to get your thoughts and your excitement on the signing of Albert today.
Me speaking for everyone in the organization, and I know the fans, we are thrilled. We're excited to get Albert, not only a future Hall of Famer, but right now we believe he can help us win a championship. So I'm excited. Had a chance to talk with him earlier in the clubhouse. And the thing that was the main takeaway is a guy that's done everything in this game was just like a 12-year-old kid, first time in a major league clubhouse. That's the glow, the excitement he had. And that just shows his excitement for being a Dodger and loving the game of baseball. So just so excited to see him put that Dodge uniform on for the first time and win a baseball game.
Do you have any updates on Chris Taylor and how he's feeling today?
Yeah, so CT, it's something where it's day to day. I expect him to be available off the bench to pinch hit, to play defense, to run the bases. And with the wrist is something that we just want to be mindful of and didn't want to turn it into something that could be a bigger issue. So yeah, he's day to day, but I expect him to be available later on tonight.
And I saw that Yoshi's available as well for the team. What's the plan that you have for now for him?
Yeah, so Yoshi is, this is a really good acquisition for the Dodgers. Yoshi hasn't really had any traction here in the States, but this is a professional ball player. And so our baseball ops guys did a real great job of kind of digging in on Yoshi as the person, the ball player, and the bat and the versatility. So this is something that's going to make some news as we get going. And so for me, just happy to have him here. He's going to take some balls in left, at third, at first. We'll move him around and just adds to our depth.
Next question is from Jorge Castillo. Go ahead.
Hey, Dave, just with Chris, is he available tonight for basically everything but hitting?
No, he's actually, Jorge, available to pinch hit too. It's just more of kind of the ramping up to then sit to start up again with the wrist. I just felt that with the training staff, just to kind of, if there is one ramp up to taking at bat, if the game is in the balance, then we'll do that.
And then with Albert, how do you plan to use him?
Yeah, I think with Albert, right now it's we're kind of still talking through, trying to figure out our roster day to day. It was different when we were talking to him 2 days ago, as far as Seager going down and kind of how Lux and Taylor, Muncy at first, second base. So it's kind of continue to talk through, but as far as just getting him at bats, keeping him relevant, taking at bats off the bench, there's going to be games where he's going to start, and we have other guys on the bench that we feel can defend and kind of realign, if you want to call it a line shift. I know Albert's open to that. So, yeah, just kind of use him to help us win baseball games, and he's a part of our roster. And like Andrew said, this is a guy that made a decision to be all in for what we're doing to win a championship. So I see no problems going forward.
Is it fair to say that he's going to play more than you planned on Friday before, Pollock and Seager got hurt?
I think that's fair. Yeah, I think that's fair. Hopefully AJ will be back, when he gets back. And but if you look at our current roster, his at-bat quality, his experience, him in the batter's box, it means something. So he's certainly a good option for us.
When you got on that call with Albert and Andrew, what was the biggest thing you felt like you guys needed to communicate to him?
I think the thing is honesty and being upfront. I think that, knowing Andrew and just how we do things as the Dodgers, I think being as transparent and with the player is the best way to go. So there's no bait and switch. And we painted as good of a picture as it can go in any different direction. And he made a decision that this was the best place for him. And so with that, now it's our job to kind of navigate each game, the roster, and how that looks. No one really knows right now, Jorge. So I think the main thing we wanted to do was communicate, be upfront with them, and that was it.
And just last one for me. Do you anticipate Max Muncy playing more second base now?
I do. And it's not just it's just not an Albert thing. It's a Seager thing. It's it's Beatty playing well and earning other opportunities. There's a lot of different things. So, but to your question, I do. And I've talked to Max, and he's open to doing whatever he can to help us win a baseball game. Yeah.
Next question's from Rowan Kavner. Go ahead.
Hey, Dave, whether it was, David Freese a couple years ago or Utley, you've had some success with veteran guys who seem to help, especially younger players in the clubhouse. What do you remember from those experiences? What did those guys bring to your team?
So the thing that I remember most is their veteran leadership, the way they prepare, their mindset, and most importantly, their acceptance of the role. And when a player, specifically a veteran player, understands and accepts the role, they can thrive. And so that's why it was just really important for Andrew and I to talk to him and be upfront. And so just knowing Albert, the life to the bat, we still believe is plenty in there. Accepting the role, albeit something that he really hasn't experienced in his career. So there's going to be a learning curve, which we all understand. But I think that the leadership, talking baseball, he can be very additive to not only our players, but the coaches and front office and everyone.
Thanks.
Next question's from Bill Plunkett. Go ahead.
Yeah, Dave, what's David Price's status? Is he going to be activated?
David is back. I think that the guys in the pen couldn't be happier to have one of the elder statesmen back in the pen. And so he's available tonight.
Are you going with 27 or are you making another move?
We're going to make another move, Bill. We haven't announced it yet, but it should be coming soon. Yes.
Thank you very much.
Yes, sir.
Next question's from Bill Plaschke. Go ahead. We got time for one more. Go ahead, Dylan.
Hey, Dave.
Hi, Dylan.
When Pujols spoke earlier, he was very gracious, towards the Angels, saying, no hard feelings, that type of stuff. But you've been around these elite guys before. Do you feel coming here, he feels, that he's got to show, there's some points he wants to prove here?
One of the things that we talked to him about is he has nothing to prove, just to go out there and be himself and help us win each day. And I think that we have a lot of talent on this club. He's excited to put this Dodger uniform on. So I think the thing, Dylan, is to give him the clarity that go out there, prepare, have fun, be a ball player, and everything else will take care of itself. So I know that his teammates are excited to kind of get to know him and see how he works day in and day out.
Thank you.
Yep.
Thanks, Dave. Thanks, everybody.